as you can tell, it's once again package day. I got 2 packages in the mail today. This one on the top is the 3rd item that I will be reviewing from Banggood at a later date. So let's go ahead and show you what it is. And it might be a little surprising because it's not picks. It's actually a 4-piece tool set. It has a lot of different types of ring removal pliers. So if you guys watch my channel a lot, you know I complain about not having pliers to remove bendy circle clips. So I figured I would go ahead and review some of their circle clip remover pliers and see how they work for us. So they sent these to me, and I'll have a review of that at a later date. The big package today is a parcel from Pickme 1977, and I'm pretty excited to see what is in it. I'm going to be careful cutting it open because I know that some of the things that are in it. So let's go ahead and cut the tape nice and gently. Let's go ahead and slide everything out. Okay, and the first thing I want to talk about is for Pete Restall. He was the winner of my 200th video giveaway, and I've been waiting to ship that out for this. A small EDC pouch with the shed picker embroidered on it. Pickme volunteered this for it, or for the giveaway, and man, it just blows me away the generosity of a lot of people in this community. So, Pete, your picks that I made for you are going to be in this little pouch, and I'll get that in the mail probably tomorrow. So, maybe you'll have it in about a week and a half or so. So, let's hoping for that. And he included another one for me with my logo on it, T30. Does a very good job of embroidering, and it's very, very cool. So I can stick, say I want to keep my fancy picks in here or something, you know. There we go. And it'll probably hold about a good, well, with fat handles, probably a good 10 picks. So, really nice, and it actually has a belt loop too, so you can stick it on your belt. So let's go ahead and look at the locks that Pickme sent, because, you know, if these weren't enough, he sent me a bunch of locks too, so I'm really looking forward to them. So let's start with the first one that's not in a tightly wrapped package. And, ooh, another Random Locks lock. Me and Pickme both got some locks from Random Locks that he had made. And I think I sent him 1 or 2, and now he's got one here for me to pick. So this one's called Dirty Dexter, and it does have a mummied key. But when I do go to pick it, I'll definitely be showing the key. I generally always do. And let's see here. Let's see what's in this little pouch. Something small. So let's open it up. There's something very small. Ah! It's a little Master Lock core. But before I even read the tag, I saw that smiley face right there. That smiley face tells me that steel pinnings has been into this lock, and it's probably pretty evil. So for a 4-pin master lock, yeah, that's a little sticky. It's been challenged. So that's by Steel Pinnings, and it's called Wonderland. So really nice little core here, and you know, Steel Pinnings, I might go to the store and buy a Master 530, stick this core in it. That way this core has a lock to or a lock body to travel with it. So I might do that before I ship it out. But that's actually a candidate for out-of-the-box picking, too. It's so small, but, you know, looks can really be deceiving. Okay. Let's go for this guy. See what we got. This one has Texas Gem written on it, which is very cool. I've picked several Texas Gem locks. He's got a lot of them floating around out there, but I've definitely not seen this one, LSDA. It's got a very nice bitting on the key, and I imagine it's got some really, really nasty pins inside. But it does even tick a little bit in the center, so it might even have a T-pin or something. So, okay, next little package. Trying to find the fold so I know where to cut. That was close enough. Alright, and we've got a Headlock. M514 on that. Top shutter. Ah, it's a stay lock. That's cool. I've not picked a stay lock before, but definitely a wide open keyway. I can pick straight from the bottom on it. And it doesn't have a whole lot of, not a real nasty bitting on the key. So, yeah, that'll be a fun lock to pick. I always love padlocks. I know they don't, you can't really turn one of these into a challenge lock very easily, but nonetheless, padlocks are fun to pick. Alright, so next up, I have got, this one has a 3 on it. Ah, Keys 1990. I've seen Pickme, I think I've seen him pick this lock. It's a Kwikset without a key, and it's marked number 3, and it was pinned by Keys 1990. So, that'll be a fun one to get into. Got a lot of movement on the core there, so definitely a lot of spools and serrated pins going on. Let me scoot this over here. That'll be a fun lock for sure. Well, I'm not going to cut that chain. Not with this knife. This one's pinned by Pickme 1977. That's a pretty cool... Oh, I love this name. Dragon of Lockwood Forest. So he made a dragon out of a Lockwood. That's good times right there. So let me squeeze this closed again. There we go. Key does work, ticks just a little bit, and you can definitely tell he's been in the top. And it's got a pretty tough bitting here, but I think with the right pick I should be able to reach just about everything. So not bad, but I definitely like the the name of the lock, the Dragon of Lockwood Forest. Pickme. Your dragons are real fun locks to pick. I've picked 2 of them, and that'll be the 3rd once I get it. Alright, what is this one? Oh, it's another Jeff Moss lock. It's funny, I'm looking on the key, I don't see JM on it, but I'm pretty sure it is a Jeff Moss lock. Pickme says it is. That's what it is. Everything definitely needs to be picked on it. And it does operate pretty darn smooth, so no real ticks in there. That's just the sound of me flipping this thing back and forth real fast. So that looks like it'll be another fun lock to get into. Awesome. And it's like, looks like I saved padlocks for the last of them. So let me open up this one. This one's kind of squarish, so, and it's got a key with it, so it might be Maybe it's an American lock. Kind of feels like one. Ah, and it is an American lock. Pickme knows I'm into collecting American locks that are brass bodied locks. It doesn't matter to me if it's got a brass shackle or not, but if it's brass body, I'll love it. And this one actually says Gunk Brothers. So it is an old one. And it is a removable core. So I don't know if you can see the screw down in there, but I'll be able to gut this one once I do get it picked. Has a little bit of a hang right there when you first start, but once you get past it, it's got some decent spring tension on it. A little bit heavier than an American 1100, but not that much heavier. I'd say probably even a little bit heavier than the 5200s. So let's see what else we have. And that American lock's probably going to wind up in my collection. I want to try to clean it up a little bit, but that'll be about it. When I clean up locks, I just kind of soak them in distilled vinegar, and that takes care of some of the dirt. It leaves the patina behind. Ooh, and another American lock. Just making sure there's no key with this one here. Awesome. This one has seen better days, but it is a Series 40. Looks like at one point in time somebody tried to pry the shackle out of it. But I'm sure it's still pickable. The shackle's not froze up or nothing, but another really cool lock. Just something about these old American locks I just really like. Maybe because America. Okay, there I said it, and I'll never say that again. All right, let's look at this last one. Okay, that one is the one that he sent back to me. I sent this lock to Pickme, and you probably watched him open it. It had a 7-pin Garrison core in it. Well, he decided to change things up on me, and he went and I believe he went and put an interactive core in it. So let me take a quick look inside. It may be an MT5 or an MT5 interactive. I can't remember exactly what he said. But, yeah. So I got this lock body back with a new core in it. And that's going to be fun to pick. And, you know, I got all those multi-lock pins now that West Coast Picks just sent me. I might even be able to pin one of those keys up for this. So next time I send it out, it'll have a key. That is very cool. Man, Pickme. Awesome, awesome stuff here. What are we at? Oh, wow, we're almost 14 minutes. You know what? We're at 14 minutes. And I want to pick a lock. I'm going to pick this master lock. It may be a mistake, but we'll see. All right, so get that core up in there nice and tight. Okay, it is locked up. And with master locks, I like to use bottom of the keyway tension with the fat tension wrench. So let me scoot this over. That tension wrench ought to do. And let's see here. I'm going to use a homemade pick. It's kind of a mix between a Euro and a short hook. Actually, it's been a real successful pick profile for me, too. Okay, nice click out of 2. Little click out of 1. Looking at that key, I'm cheating. See? Looking at that key. That's what I forgot. I can't go with that pick. That's why I checked that key. There we go. I can get this one back in there. But a lot of pickers won't look at the key because when you're picking a lock out in the wild, you're not going to have the key. But we're in a controlled lab here, so I do not see the harm in it. It's not really cheating, especially it's unmummied. Okay, got a click back there in the back. Little click off of 1, little click off of 2. Another little click off of 1, almost like a, might be overset now, but okay, I'm going to switch back to my little bit deeper pick. I tell you what, this thing is locked up solid on me, so let me start over real quick. Go back in with my shorter hook. Actually having to think about this lock. But then again, I kind of figured I would since it was a steel pennies lock. Okay, back in with my steeper hook. I think my binder's pinned too here. Okay, got a nice solid click out of 2. Another nice solid click. Going back to 4. Lots of clicks out of 4. Okay, back to a false set. And there we go, we're open off of 4. So, tough little master lock core. Nice. Yeah, we don't generally say tough and master lock in the same sentence, but yeah, still pennies did a darn good job on that one. It is a crimped core, so I do need the key to gut it. If I can stop knocking my camera around. Okay. Turn the key around to the detent. And turn it back a little bit. Okay, to gut this one, I need my very expensive sawn-off ink pen. . You see all the key pins are in and working. And they all did need to be picked. 1 and 3 aren't quite as close to the shear line as I figured they would be. And I definitely see some threads going on in here. So let's go ahead and dump these out. And then I will zoom in a minute and show you all those pins. And there's the plug. We've got threads in 1, 2, and 4. And chamber 2 is also, it looks like it's countermilled also. So a lot of work went into this little master lock core. Yeah, that's definitely worthy of having a lock body. Okay, so I've got a serrated. I'll have to look at that. That might be a pin and pin. I've got a serrated spool. Then I'll take a closer look at that one too. And it also looks like the springs are different. There are threads in the Bible. Chambers 2 and chambers 4. So yeah, those are threaded. Alright, so let's take a closer look at these pins. Give you a more top-down view here. Alright, so the key pin in 1 is a kind of a step-down spool. 2 is a single serrated, almost spool, I would call that. And the same with pin 4. Pin 3 is a standard. I've got a, looks like a standard American serrated pin here. And I think this is a pin and pin. Yep, sure is. So I've got a pin and pin in 2. Then I've got I'd actually call that a barrel pin, one of those barrel type pins. And then I've got this pin here, and I'm can't hardly tell, but I was just seeing if this part free floated on it or not. Nope, it doesn't. So I've got a serrated spool for the driver in pin chamber 4. Really cool little core there, steel pinnings. Nice job putting it together. Pickme, thank you for the lock, and thanks for all the other great locks you sent. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that we have this relationship to where we can always trade locks whenever we like. Everyone else, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.